Alright, welcome into Rugby Park. As Jason mentioned, the number one commentator is actually coaching the Southland U19s today, so you're stuck with me. My name's Jeremy, and I'm looking forward to bringing you the double header today. Before we kick off, just need to go through the team sheets. For Southland, prop, JJ Fisher, hooker, Sean Kempton, captain, Kefla Morrison. The locks are Riley Smith and Riley McRae. The loose forward trio, Lewis Liponica, Gregor Rutledge, Justin Shaw, halfback Henry Scott, Wyndham Patuawa, midfield Tane Harvey and Braden Points Roberts. Our back three is Rico Fisher, Amaziah Mitchell and Rico Muliaina. Coaching panel, Scott Eade, Dana Cunningham, Derek Manson, Monty Mitchell, and the manager is the one and only Ben McCurcher. The Otago starting lineup is Tasman Suwanai Oita, hooker Ben Halregal, the prop Tai Tussie Courts, the locks Casey Brown and Christian McEwen, the loose trio Quinton Holland, Tom Demery and the captain Matt Brock, the halfback Dylan Pledger, first five William Thode, midfielders Riley Lucas, also vice captain, Ben Fakava, and the back three is Sam McCormick, Justin Maliafa, and Darcy Porter as the fullback. Head coach Giff Henry, Lee Allen, and Steve Mowat are assistant coaches. Manager Isaac Smith, physio Jackson Copeland, and strength and conditioning is Jacob Hodson. So as the Otago side's running out onto Rugby Park. So this game is for competition points. So basically, the South Island have a competition and the North Island have a competition, and the top two from the South Island go through the top eight in the under-19s week in Taupō. So important today for whoever wins this, gives themselves a leg up to potentially advance into the top eight, which is where I'm assuming all sides are aiming in this from the South Island region. Southland look like they won the toss and are kicking towards the old scoreboard end. Captained by Gregor Rutledge. And it looks like you are carrying playing squads of 26, which is obviously different to your ITM Cup and club footy. We can only carry 23 players, so fatigue shouldn't be an issue for either side. And as you can see on the screen, the weather's perfect. It's about 15 degrees with no wind, which is obviously quite a rare sight in Invercargill. So hopefully we see a couple of good games of open running footy. Just awaiting the referee's whistle, and Thode will get us underway. As referee Josh Hamill gets us underway. Thode kicks deep to Muliaina, who looks for an exit up to about the 10-metre line, it looks like. Otago with an early chance to attack the Southland line. I think last week these teams played in a warm-up and Otago won, I think it was 59-29. So whether either side was showing their full hand, I'm not too sure, but we'll get a good indication today as the line-out's disrupted by Southland. Turned over 5 metres from the 10-metre line. Good line speed from Otago there. Southland just looking to set early. As Patuara clears it, May 22 and 10 metre line. Patuara carries it back to the 10-metre line. As Kempton carries hard into the midfield. Contestable kick. Looks like it's holding up in what little wind there is. It's allowed to bounce. We saw it happen if you let a ball bounce last night. Southland are away. Slightly isolated. Done well though with the supporters. Otago on the back foot here. Just ran out of options there. It looks like it's been spilled backwards. It's still alive. It's getting messy here, and Hamill's called a scrum. Again, the bounce of a rugby ball is, as all Southland fans have found out in the last 24 hours, can be quite cruel if you give it the chance to bounce. So I think that'd be an option Southland look to again to launch up and unders and make Otago clean them up on the full. A promising start from Southland. Be interesting to see how these set pieces go for both sides. Southland with the early shove. Pledger takes it blind. Fresh off in a New Zealand under-19s campaign where he played extremely well in South Africa. Clearance from Southland. Carried back. That'll give Otago first crack inside the 22. Be interesting to see how they approach this. They look to peel off this line out or just go hot or maul. It's got the 7 in the boot. Into a maul. Southland holding early, but Otago's starting to get a little bit of ascendancy here. Southland might turn that. They have done. Very well done. It'll be much relief to the Southland coaching panel. Did well to worm their way into that and win themselves a penalty. Patuara looks clear. Didn't quite get that as he would have liked, but relieving penalty nonetheless. Interesting, Southland look like they're going to a 5-man line out. Up at 2 off the top. Ball from Scott. Another sort of a little bit no man's land there. As Otago gets a chance on the counter. Southland pouring into the ruck though. And have turned it. Be a chance out wide here if they can spin it quickly. Good pass. Not so good pass. He was offside, that's why. Southland have got an opportunity. Well, both sides look like they're going to have opportunities on quick turnovers if they're looking to get to the width. So there'll be, I'd say that's something that both coaching panels have drummed into this side, is any opportunities on turnover, look to spread it. That's a better clearance. That'll take Southland right up to the 22. Otago obviously looked to maul from a similar opportunity. It'll be interesting to see what Southland do here. 9's out, so looking like a maul or a peel. Disrupted again. As Amaziah Mitchell carries it over the advantage line. They're looking for quick ball. Otago are just stuck in that ruck. They're offside there. Not called. Can't play the halfback. That'd be penalty Southland. Interesting to see what Southland do with this advantage. You got a free throw at the stumps. Patuara. Rutledge makes a bust. Southland looking threatening here. Poor pass, Scott. Well tidied up by Harvey. Southland just need to reset here. Good carry by the captain, Morrison. Scott. Might have been McRae in the midfield carrying there. It's nice taking it to the line, making defenders make decisions. Oh, Southland got an opportunity here. One more pass, and Justin Shaw will score the opening try of the game. Make it 5-0 Southland. It was a very patient build up there from Southland. And they've reaped the rewards. Justin Shaw I think he spent most of his career as a back, so he's only transitioned into the forwards in the last couple of years. He's got speed to burn, but there's nice hands here. Nice little tip on there to Morrison through a nice cut-out pass there to Mitchell. Lovely stuff from Southland. In for the first dot of the game. As Patuawa lines up a kick just on the sideline side of the 15. Very makeable. He's come down to Otago from Hamilton Boys, I believe. Found his way down to the deep south, which is quite nice to see. Good strike, straight down the middle. 7-0 Southland after 8 minutes. Perfect start for Southland. Otago would need to regroup there, but there's plenty of time left in the game. Third kick long last time. Looking like at the same option again. Almost a rinse and repeat. We fumble. Takes the kicking option out of play. It's a better contestable kick. As Otago win the ball back. Looks like Morrison might be on there. Illegally so. I'm guessing not rolling away the tackler. Giving him an advantage there at the breakdown. No sign of taking a shot. Looks like a really good kick for the corner too from third. Let's give the Otago Maul another chance to go to work. I think they might have been a tiny bit hard done by the Southland. Looked like he did have a crack at rolling, but anyway. Otago have a chance to answer back. Shaw's first try.
Get up, Rez. Oh, 1, 0% already. Go.
Otago more secured. Well, he's peeled off early. Great tackle there. Look, he had a real chance to score. Otago get the heavies to work. Just build up slowly. It's good line speed from Southland. And have stolen it. It might have been Riley McRae again, was it? And a good clearance. Well, good enough anyway. Anything that isn't into touch from there is decent. So for its second attacking raid from Otago that Southland have repelled. I'll be happy with that. Riley McRae's been busy early on. A couple of nice touches and they steal on the line. A good throw from Otago, peeling off. Kempton makes the tackle. Southland had a wee bit of interest at that breakdown. Otago just working towards the post. Southland up to the challenge of the stage. Advantage Otago. With a free crack here. And they're just happy to go through the middle. Looks like they may have scored there. Oh no, they're just short. All right, back to the penalty. Be interesting to see what Otago do here. Scrum called. Split the field. Very difficult to defend from a back's point of view. Southland looked like they had a little bit of ascendance in that first scrum, so hopefully they can make a wee dent in the Otago side. Otago with 2 left, 2 right, and 2 behind the scrum, which is quite difficult to defend. Looking at Thode as the pivot man to which way they go. I think they may look at a potentially 8-9 blind to the right. That we'll see. Scrum down to South and shunt them off the ball. Illegally so, as referee Hamill was as ruled. Be interested if they stick with the scrum option, because Southland looked like they had a little bit of ascendancy there. Not too sure what referee Hamill's called here. Not square potentially. I don't see a signal. Mind you, I don't really know too much about what happens in scrum, so that'll be pure speculation from me. Plead your waiting to feed. Well defended. Southland rush up quick and stop that little backdoor play and win the penalty. As manager Ben McCurch is walking down the sideline fist pumping. Brilliant stuff. Southland rushed up quick, identified the man and shut it down really well. And it looks like it was Tane Harvey over the ball. He's come down from Palmerston North Boys, I believe. Again, a guy studying in Dunedin has found his way down south. So it's good to see. But good clearance from Patuawa. Kempton to throw the ball. Hold off the top, knock on Scott. That's a bit of a bugger for Southland, or a bit of a shame, sorry, for Southland. It was going to be quite a nice attacking ball, getting the line out, getting the ball at the back of the line out. But they'll move on to the scrum, where they have had the early ascendancy in the game, so they'll be happily targeting that, I'd say, for the remainder of the half at least. Just plead your weights to feed. Target carry in the midfield. Southland offside. It's either offside or high shot, and they'll get the penalty. A bit of a wild pass there from Pledger, must be said. Might be a couple of penalties, judging by where Hamill's pointing. Giving up Otago another opportunity in the 22. What a lovely kick into the corner too. Otago with the third chance in the Southland 22. And Southland chuck up 2 jumpers and win that. Kempton with the left shank into the midfield. If they had found grass, it would have been quite nice. Southland cover it well. Southland have made a really concerted effort to attack the breakdown. They look like they might have some joy there. Oh, I think it's probably going to come across as quite biased, but I think they might have been a little bit stiff there. Looked like they were the team moving forward at the breakdown, but not my call. Southland won't mind going back to another scrum though. Otago looking a bit more threatening when they're chucking the ball out to the edges. It looks like Southland are happy to aim up in the tight quarters, so might be something for the Otago coaching panel to look at. Strongest scrum from Otago there. Carry into the midfield, get across the advantage line, tackled by Rutledge. Oh, Otago make a half bust there and just lose it in the final pass, but looking threatening there in those 15 channels. I mean, there'll be something that they may look to probe as the game goes on. Southland with a defensive line out. To a money ball, well done. As they get a relieving penalty, the Otago coaching team won't be happy with that. Just a little piggyback down the field, making the exit very easy for Southland. Just a little bit of over eagerness. Doesn't look like found touch though, Patuawa. Found Pledger. Spins it wide. Otago make a break in that 15 channel. Quick ball, they may have Southland in a bit of trouble here. Strong tackle there, Rodney Smith. And Messiah Mitchell there sort of slows that attacking raid from Otago down. Otago finding a little bit of ground in there as these phases go on. Strong collision there off the line there. Otago just a little bit stuck in midfield here, and Southland again making a nuisance at the breakdown, illegally so. But dummy strong tackle by Kempton would have saved a try there. Southland have to be a little bit careful giving away this many penalties within the Otago red zone. Won't be long. There's the official warning coming in, I would say, from referee Hamill. Just repeated infringements. I don't think it's anything one thing in particular. It just seems like a multitude of different indiscretions from the Southland side. So I'll take their warning on board. Otago looking to scrum again. Haven't had too much joy from the 3 or 4 scrum opportunities, attacking scrum opportunities they've been presented. So they'll be looking for a stable base here. Interesting, they swung right last time without any joy. So it'd be interesting to see what the next area they're looking to attack, if they're going to keep plugging away on that right hand side. So scrum screws out. Oh, lovely bit of footwork from the Otago 12. Sorry, as Otago pounding away at the Southland line. Southland again disrupting the Otago rucks, making a real nuisance of themselves. Otago with a bit of space out to the right. If they can find it. Southland look like they've regrouped well though. And a lovely pass here from Fakava to Malifia, who scores the opening try for Otago. Yeah, lovely pass. Finally found that width that they've been looking for. A few questions from the Southland boys on the pass. But it looked pretty good from here, to be fair. Otago have been threatening for the last 10 minutes and finally get a wee bit of reward, which will please the coaching panel. So Pledger taking the goal kicking duties. Debuted for Otago against Southland a couple of weeks ago on this very ground. So we have memories of it. Maybe not quite as fond, but memories nonetheless. Bit of a, I'm not going to call it a dead duck, but he's probably a better kick than that. As Southland lead Otago after 21 minutes, 7-5. Most of the game, to be fair, has been played in the Southland half. So to be leading, they'll be reasonably happy with how they're defending and making Otago work for that solitary try. But again, they'd actually like to be playing a little bit more football. So it all starts from this kick-off for Southland. They'll dead duck and they'll get the line out, the attacking line out. Southland get a chance to answer Otago back immediately, which should be quite pleased about. Kempton to throw. Overthrow, knock on Southland. Well, I don't think they'll mind that. Going to knock on both ways. No advantage can be played. So Southland with the scrum, 15 in for a touch on the 22. They'll look for a wee strike move here, Southland. I'm sure Coach Monty Mitchell will have something cooked up for them. Monty, who'd been coaching Kaikorai Premier Colts this year. Made it all the way to the final and they lost to Dunedin. But a fair crack to get the side in there. It's got to feed. Good platform to work from. Harvey carries hard, almost half bust. Offload. Knock on. Otago clear. Looks like he's going to find some land. Oh, that's a very good kick. That's a superb kick. That's put Southland under all sorts of pressure. Mitchell does well to... I wonder if we had a bit of a chance to open it up here. Harvey carries to the Southland 10-metre line. Penalty to Southland. I don't think you're allowed to play the halfback anymore under the new rules, if they're playing the new rules, which I assume they are. It just helps frees up the halfback to actually pass the ball and not disrupt the game as much, with halfbacks being needlessly taken out. So Southland have a line out 40 metres from the Otago goal line. Tane Harvey made that half break and just got an offload away. It was just spilled in the transfer. Harvey looks to play out the back. Going to tug her up quickly on him. Still manages to find some positive metres there. Kempton carries again. He's been busy for Southland. Otago have done well to slow that ruck. As Patuawa takes it to the line. Southland look threatening when Patuawa takes it to the line. Oh, maybe not the offload that was required. It all got a little bit disjointed there for Southland. Looks like a few of the boys with hands on their heads. It will be quite warm and something we haven't been used to down here for a little while. So boys be gassed, but they've got big benches so they can empty the tank. as Otago have got a scrum about 55 metres from the Southland line. Pretty good attacking opportunity here, actually. Looks like they're splitting the backs. They'll be looking to go left down the oh, that's a very good kick. That might be a 50-22 actually. Well fielded with Southland. Have to clear. Make some decent ground out of there. Very good kick there with Thode. Looks like he's got a pretty educated right boot. If you just get a replay of the that sequence from Southland where it did become disjointed, giving Otago another opportunity in the Southland half. So Otago maul it up. Southland up to the fight though. They've actually disrupted it again. Kempton gets over the top. Well cleaned out by Otago. So slowly. Happy to use their forwards for majority of the work. Otago. Ball's out. Southland doing enough at the breakdown to slow any generation of, or attempted generation of quick ball. So Rico Mulioina's bumped off, but doesn't have to slow the progress again. Bit of hands there. Plea just swings it back to the blind. It's all getting a little disjointed here. That's a great line there. That might have been Tussie Courts in the midfield. Otago make a bust knock on. Very lucky for Southland. Opportunity down the left hand side. One more pass. Knock on. Get a scrum. It's a big sequence of play. The boys from both teams look like they're blowing after that. Pledge is starting to look very threatening around the ruck in terms of speed of clearance and actually looking as a running threat. As I mentioned earlier, had a superb under-19s World Cup for New Zealand. Got a knack of finding the try line from anywhere, so he's someone Southland would have keyed in on during the week. Scott looks to feed for Southland. A little bit unstable, that scrum. Otago looking like they're getting a bit of ascendancy. Patuawa clears long down the middle. Third looking to return serve. It does well too. Shaw quickly into Patuawa. Going with the up and under. Might be a little bit long, but you won't have any trouble with that. Spins it wide, and Otago got an opportunity here if they can get it to the edge. Oh, big scything break up the middle. And a nice pass over the top. Rutledge chases it across. Mulioina involved in the tackle. Oh, lovely work from Otago. They were going to get this. Oh, no, they're not. Well, not yet anyway. Oh, well done. Well done, Otago. Well deserved second try. Just looking to see the number. We'll be able to pick it up on the replay, but Otago did brilliantly well. Another break from Fakava. Some nice passing to McCormick. Stayed alive. Waiting for his support. Nice piece of play by Holland here. I thought he was in. Southland tried mightily to stop that. Pass from Pledger. And I'm going to say potentially Matt Brock, the captain, might have scored it. He did. Matt Brock, our Otago captain, scores as Pledger. Oh, that's a nice strike. Yeah, drills it. As Otago scored quite a nice try, coming from a slightly errant kick from Southland, with kick and I guess chase line as well. Otago, once they got the pass out to Fakava, there was quite a bit of space for him to work in, so that'll be something Southland will aim to remedy in the next 40 odd minutes, making sure that their chase line's connected and that their kicks, if they're going to be contestable, were shallow enough to contest. Target looking to exit through third, but the spiral punt, oh, he struck it well. Yeah, we don't mind seeing spiral punts down Southland. Patuara clears in the middle. Well read by Otago. Throwed out wide. Good, you're out to third. We tip on quickly to Captain Brock. Almost busting that. Oh, quick hands. Fakava. Again, he's been threatening. Inside ball to McCormick, and Otago have got their third. That's a cracker of a try. This Otago team looks very threatening once the ball gets in Fakava's hands. He's had a hand in all three of the tries for Otago so far. A big hand. Makes this bust here. Great ball to McCormick, who finishes it. Lovely try by Otago. About 5 minutes from half time. That's a it's not a hammer blow as we saw last night, but the Southland will be looking to regroup and make sure they get to half time without any more damage. I think they'd like to, Coach Scott Ed would be he'd be looking for them to hopefully spend the next 5 minutes with the ball in their hand. Because on a day like this, there's Pledger kicks again. He hits the ball pretty nice actually. Yeah, they need a little bit of time with the ball in their hand because they're getting sick of, it gets pretty taxing defending the whole time. So yeah, hopefully Southland kick long here, get the ball back somewhere in the Otago half their clearance, and they can get to work. Yeah, probably not the restart Southland we're after, but you got to flush that and move on. 5 minutes till half time, a very important time of the game. Southland really need to keep Otago scoreless in these next 5 minutes. Get to half time, regroup. Otago running the same setup with Thode and Parker in the boot. Looks like Parker's going to split left. Southland may get not a penalty, a reset. Be interesting to see what happens, what the ref's interpretation is if that goes around again. that wheels around again, I would say, well, it sort of forces Otago's hand and means they have to go to this near side. Let's please your feeds. More stable base. The 8-9 looking at the man out the back. Hands from Porter. Pledger out to Tussie. Coach carry strong. Something's happened in that ruck. A little bit of conversation between players about that. I'm guessing it's in the side clean out crocodile roll. That's what it is, which is something that the referees or the officials are clamping down on. Quite dangerous. I wouldn't know, I never went to the ruck, but yes, to give Southland a chance to attack 2.5 minutes before half time. Lining up batted back on the Southland side. Pledgers found space. Well, might be a try here if that ball stays in play. Does stay in play. And that looks like it's thrown over for a try. Great recognition of space there by Dylan Pledger. Kick was weighted perfectly. And Mully Fear sprinted onto it. Popped it inside to his support. Try Otago. That's a bit of a backbreaker, that one. Well, no, it was a lovely kick. Pledgers, as this game's gone on, has started to really stamp his authority on it. It's just sort of dictating terms for this Otago side. Very handy guy to have guiding your team around your park. It's a very handy 9-10 actually for Otago.
I couldn't even see what I was filming. Sorry.
Pledger lines up his fourth shot of the afternoon. A good strike again. The outside of his first ones, he struck them all immaculately. So Otago now out to a 26-7 lead with a minute to go before half time. Otago look to just chew up the clock here, I would say, and get to oranges, get to the coach's speech. Ooh, Southland get a penalty. Possibly in the side there. Which will give Southland an opportunity just before half time.
Yep, it does.
As they'll bang into the corner.
Tell Dad that even on my end, they're both on five.
That's I'm not going to call it a coach killer, but it would be quite frustrating from the coaching panel. They couldn't just close that out and get to half time without putting themselves under any unnecessary stress. Oh, it looks like Otago are going to get out of this without any issues as Pledger puts it into the touch. Otago lead 26-7, and to be fair, they've had majority of the running of the half, so it's probably a fair reflection of the game. Southland scored the first try through Justin Shaw, and since then it's been all Otago. So if that scoreline looks familiar, it's for For those who watched Southland last night, it's the exact same score at half time, so hopefully we can see something similar from the under-19s boys. It looks like they're capable of it. They just need enough ball and opportunity to do so. So, yep, sweet. We're just going to head to half time now, so we'll see you around kick-off in the second half.
Build it, make it, fix it, shift it, tow it, stow it, dig it, lift it, mow it, trim it, grind it, chip it. We hire it. Mix it, pour it, smooth it, finish it, saw it, plane it, nail it, polish it. 0800 24/7 rent. We hire it. 0800 24/7 rent. We hire it.
So both teams have had their respective half times. Sure, the message from Southland side would be trying to get their hands on the ball a bit more. Patuawa. Otago tidy it up well though. Make their way up to the 10-metre line. You're looking for a penalty for players in the rack. Not forthcoming from Hamill. Otago looked to clear again by Thode. He's had a pretty solid first half, to be fair. Offside. Southland getting an early opportunity in. Looks like Southland either look for a scrum here or kick to the corner. There's Patuawa. We look at Pete off a bit of distance. At 15 out from the line. Southland with the first opportunity in the second half. They were looking to capitalise here and get themselves back in the game, because in that last 20 minutes of the first half it was all Otago, so Southland need to stop the wave. It's Kempton to throw. Southland get them all set. Otago doing well to repel it at this stage. There's the once call. Scott out to Harvey, out the back to Patuawa. Knocked down. Interesting to see if referee deems that deliberate or not. I think it'll be okay. Southland with an opportunity 5 out from the line. Scott to Rutledge, backdoor to Patuawa. Carries it into the 5. Kempton again. Scott out to Kefla Morrison. Harvey. Penalty for Southland. Not entirely sure what happened there. Southland will bang this into touch and look for another maul. What the looks? Or a tap move? No. Imagine both teams be looking to make replacements, and it looks like Southland have already made one with Lockie Stevens on. And Otago have made one as well. Rotanui Latas on. Not entirely sure who that's for, or have we? Looks Southland with a really good maul set here. So they peeled round. Must be close. Southland banging at the line. Another advantage. Otago need to be careful here. They may lose a player. Southland pounding away at the line. Again, Otago good enough to repel them. Strong again. Otago doing very well defensively. Southland still under advantage, I believe. Oh, great tackle there. Patuawa isolated but does well. Justin Shaw again. Justin Shaw scores a second for Southland. Otago defended that really well. And Southland just pounded away. And Justin Shaw has a second. That gets Southland back in the game, which will please head coach Scott Eade. I'm sure his message at halftime would have been about ball retention and playing at the right end of the field, and they've done that in the first 4 minutes of the half. So as Geordie O'Connell comes on for Henry Scott. As Patuawa has a shot to bring the deficit to 12. If he hits it like he hit his first one, we have no trouble with it. That's the old commentator's curse, isn't it? But we'll get a good look from here. Just out to the right there. So the deficit remains at 14, but positive signs for Southland. As it looks like maybe Kefla Morrison's coming off the captain. Not too sure that's tactical stuff. He's walking off with the physio. Looks like the change is going to be running pretty thick and fast for both sides. As Ethan Brock comes on. Cuddle out to shore. Otago defense strong there. Patuawa gets a bit of that. Runs down to the 5 out from the Otago 22. Thode puts up a contestable. A little bit of...
Double up! Drive, Winnie!
Riley Price carries into the midfield. Kanoa out to Patuawa, under a bit of pressure. Finds a sort of inside-out spiral sort of kick. Well covered by Thode. He puts in a really nice kick. Looks like young Ethan Duden's on for Southland at fullback. And Southland with a line out 2 metres inside the Otago half. Interesting to see with all these changes the how the continuity of the game is disrupted or carries on flowing. As it looks like both teams are going to empty the benches with quite a bit of time. As Patuawa punches it in behind. That's a good kick if he gets a good bounce. As McCormick clears. Net gain Southland. It's a clever kick. And we punch in behind there from Patuawa. Sam McCormick made the relieving kick. So there's another substitution coming on for Southland. Get one for injury. I don't think there's too many. So they've used half their subs already. Keep them to throw. Full line up for Southland. We're looking for a maul. Disrupted by Otago. Turned out to Thode. Fakava makes another bust. He's been probably the best player on the field today, to be honest. He's pulling up a little bit lame. Southland have turned it. And all right. To Lockie Stevens, carries hard into the midfield. Ball's up though. Does well to get it back to O'Connell. It's Kempton again. He's had his hand on the ball a lot for Southland. St. Harvey. Little chop down behind the advantage line. Was lacking support for a second, but Southland regrouped. Otago resolute in the midfield there. Very nice from Patuawa. He looks good when he takes it to the line for Southland. He's threatening. Takes guys onto the ball with him. Southland still banging away in the midfield. Slowly making progress. It's Geordie O'Connell. Finds Patuawa. Otago have turned it. As Pledger dumps it out on the full. Not his best work, but the kick was on, to be fair. As Southland, have a line out. 40 out from the Otago line. Southland might need a little bit of variety in the attack. The Otago team looks pretty content with defending their runners off 9 or 10 in the midfield. So looking for creative ways to find the edge. Might be a secret to unlocking the Otago defence is it's disrupted the back. The lineups have been very competitive from both teams. Pledger fires out of quite a wild pass out in the midfield. Otago have a little opportunity here. Poured it. Ball slipped out of his hands. That was usually the excuse I used to use whenever I threw a bad pass.
He went to pass the ball.
So it gives us Southland an opportunity, a scrum opportunity. We're getting about 40 metres out from the Otago line. It's got a little bit ragged in the second half. Feels like there's been a few more set pieces, which can be expected with substitutions coming on. The game not quite flowing. It's Patuawa, wide ball to Mitchell. Back door. Southland take it all the way up to the 22. Mitchell carries it on. Fakava makes the tackle. Southland win another penalty. They'll punch us in the corner and go back to work. Southland just resting themselves back in the game here. Hasn't been helped with a couple of Otago errors.
Yeah, I did.
Patuawa punches into the corner.
He should have.
About 7 out from the Otago line. Be interesting to see if Otago can test here. They've had a bit of joy with the Southland line out of late. Don't put up a body. Peel Shaw. Shaw attacking the line. He must be close. Try! It's a hat-trick for Justin Shaw, and that puts Southland with the 9.
Yeah.
27 to go. A nice Peel play. Southland are right back in this contest. Very nice. Peeling round. Ran through some shoulders. Try Southland. I'll be very pleased with that. It looked like at half-time they had a bit of a mountain to climb, but they fought their way back in the first 13 minutes. As Patuawa lines up his conversion. Important kick this. As it hits the upright. So the score remains at 26-17. 26 to go. But Southland have fought their way back into this. And it's come from having a bit of territory and a bit of ball. They look pretty handy with the ball. So for Southland's sake, they'll be looking to, we're hoping that continues. Otago will be looking to get their hands on it because they played no footy in the second half with it. They'd started looking very threatening with it. So see how this plays out. So it's Southland carry, 5 out outside the 22. A strong carry from Southland. Must exit well here. Patuawa gives it a thump. Down to Porter. Good purchase on it. Looking for a contestable. Too long to be a contestable. Southland might have a chance if they spin this. If they can get numbers back behind the ball. No, not to be. Left footer. We've got a wee bit of kick tennis here. Porter has got a chance to take this up. Nice little chip kick's going to find space. Geordie O'Connell tidies it up. Penalty, Otago. Offside. With the new offside rule, you're not allowed to advance on kicks. You've got to actively make your way back, which I think teams are finding a little bit of a change where you used to just stand in one spot as the kick tennis was going on. So, yeah, you're starting to see more penalties given in ITM Cup from it, and from here as well. As Thode makes the clearance about 5 metres inside the Southland 22. Otago will be looking to keep their hands on and actually apply some pressure on Southland, as it's been all Southland in the second half. Otago with a strong maul. Looks like Stevens has swum his way through there, but it may have actually outed up. It would look like it'd be a turnover to Southland, and it is. Well done, Lockie Stevens. Got in there, disrupted it. And will give Southland an opportunity to clear the ball as Himuro Molnar comes on. And Josh Evans both on for Southland. Couple of pretty handy Premier footballers making their way on for Southland, which will give them a big lift in the last 20-odd minutes. As we have a bit of an injury stoppage for, looks like Riley McRae's up at his feet, he's fine.
$55.22. Paused on that. Oh, there's a front.
Southland with an opportunity to clear their 22 after the wonderful work of Lockie Stevens in their maul. Otago actually looked like they had a decent set there until they swum through it. Looking for Tane Harvey to potentially carry here, or just straight clearance. Hasn't found touch. Ball clears to the halfway. Third back, Porter. Carried into Rome Molnar. Stopped about 2 out from 10-metre line. Brock carried. Pledger out to Thode. McCormack off his wing. Carrying up to the 10-metre line. Thode again out to Tussie Quartz. Like you know, Ty's old man Rhea, he's watching, sent me a message. We'll shout out to you, Rhea. So Otago keep pounding away in the between the 10 and the halfway. Southland happy enough to repel this. Out to Whakava. He's just been threatening all day with the ball. Ball back inside to Brock. Southland look like they're over that. No, not to be. Whakava played the halfback. Tussie Quartz again. Geez, they're getting big minutes out of him, but Southland might have turned that. Well done, Lockie Stevens again. Otago have been looking threatening when Whakava and Tussie Quartz coming on. They're actually getting a bit of bend in the line, but just ran out of support there. He didn't have any cleaners with him. Tackle by Romona. Stevens again over the ball. He's had a busy second half. Southland carrying into the midfield, Tane Harvey. Kempton cleans. Might be a penalty, Otago there, well done. Otago with a relieving penalty. Not sure if that was Hatch or Cleaver over there. One of you two are getting the credit for it. But Thode clears up to halfway. Otago looking to mount an attack on the Southland line. That's how Regal to throw. They're getting some big minutes out of their front row, Otago. Good throw. No contest there. We won't worry about the straightness. This backdoor play. Oh, well done, McCormick. Get the shield on it. Southland clean it up. Knock on. Otago look good when they get the ball to... when they get to the width and they're accurate with their passes, they look good. Just this last pass here. Joe McCormick was at his knees. He did well to get a shell on it, to be fair, but that's where they look most threatening for one. 20 to go in the game. Pledge you to feed Otago inside there. Southland half. Southland with a big scrum. It looks like they've turned it and they've got a penalty. And Southland go quick. They made a break here. Fakava cleans up. Offside. Wasn't a bad tackle, should be fair. Tane Harvey looking for options. Carries in the midfield. Beats back to his feet. Southland going through Otago here. Rutledge, backdoor. Patuawa. Fakava makes a tackle. Southland play down the blind side. Strong tackle on Amaziah Mitchell. Southland retain the ball, just making their way into the Otago 22. O'Connell out to Patuawa. No advantage. Southland again will bang this in the corner. And look to get to work with that maul again. That was a strong scrum from Southland. We have a change for Southland. Looks like JJ Fisher's coming off for Ryan Palmer. JJ Fisher put in a big shift. He was still carrying in his last minutes before going off.
So they must have had clock off for something else.
Nice and tight maul from Southland. We've got a good set on here. Might need a couple of backs to come in. Kempton's travelling. Try Southland, Sean Kempton. Southland finally get a bit of purchase out of that maul. As much as I hate rolling maul tries, I don't mind when Southland scores them. That's a good try, Sean Kempton. But it works. Southland have done really well to wrestle themselves back into this match in the second half. And with Patuawa's kick to come, the score is 26-22 to Otago. But again, giving the Southland side opportunities, giving them territory, they're showing in the second half they will make you pay with those if you keep giving them opportunities. So Otago need to regroup here, find a bit of ball, and they're letting Southland dictate terms, so they just need to take a bit of wind out of the Southland sails, but really strong fight back from Southland here. Patois lines up. Oh, he's drilled that. 26-24. So Otago with 17 to go. Southland are right back in this contest. Well, the manager actually did tell me that he saw enough last week to think they could beat them. Let's see if they can get themselves into a lead with 17 to go. Throw to kick. McCormick up to tackle. Looks like Southland might be held up here. And they need to find the ground. Otago have done really well there. And they've turned it over. So more subs for Otago. Looks like Oliver Hatch is on. And Xavier Liddell. Looks like Tussie Court's coming off. He's putting a massive shift. I'm guessing Hal Regal's coming off as well. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Otago with the scrum, 30 out from their Southland line. I think last scrum they feared Southland managed to win a tight head, so be interesting to see how this scrum goes. Looks like Otago have still got a couple of guys to come on off the bench. Be interesting to see when they get their boarding pass, but I think Southland might be emptied out. Or just about emptied out. Penalty Otago. Or advantage Otago, sorry. Fakava. Nice pass McCormick. About a little bit forward. So we're going back to the penalty. Interesting to see what Otago do here. You'd think they're probably punching in the corner, but there might be some thought to have a shot a goal. Maybe not from in that position. Looks like Hawani Nikora Wilson is just about to enter the fray for Sean Kempton, who's been massive for Southland. Playing his footy for the Dunedin Sharks in the Colts grade. I'm not too sure what's happened to that lineup, but Southland have ended up on it. Josh Evans cleans it up. Need a good kick here from Patuawa. He's found touch. That's good enough from there. Well, I'm not too sure what happened in that line. It was a complete malfunction. Otago get another crack at it, but 5 metres further away from the line. Otago set a drive now. A 10 out from the Otago, from the Southland line. Working the ball back to Pledger. Carry into the midfield. I'm looking for the big boys to go to work here. Great tackle, Kempton. Amaziah Mitchell with a strong tackle over the top. With Josh Evans chopping around the legs. Southland force a knock on there. Pledger with an inside ball. Not quite regathered. Southland be quite relieved here. As Hawani Nikora Wilson gets his boarding pass. And it looks like Kempton might be going to the side of the scrum. Not entirely sure who's coming off. Southland need a strong carry here off the scrum. scrum screwing. Get another go at it. So Gregor Rutledge might be in the boot now. Need a quick hook there. Oh, Otago wins a penalty from the scrum. Will Otago go for the corner or will they take the points? Scrum. Probably a fair shout after the last 2 scrums.
Be clear who we've got.
Pledge you to feed. They might be looking to keep it in this scrum here. See if they can walk Southland over. Otago are about to make a couple of changes after the scrum. Looks like Cooper Kellick and I think Sam Chapman to come on for Otago. Carrying hard into Patuawa. Southland have got him up here though. Oh, they've done superbly well there. Otago score. Not too sure who scored that. But with the conversion, that puts them outside of that 2. It puts them into that 2 score territory. Thought Southland had done well enough to hold him up there. Managed to break free and reset that ball really close to the line. Looks like it's Brock again. I'm going to give credit to Brock there. The Otago captain with his 2nd try of the game. Looks like the Otago 7-time Devery's off, who's been pretty immense for Otago today. As Pledger adds the extras, and that's his last act for the day. Pretty decent performance, Dylan Pledger. So Otago lead 33-24 with 9 minutes to go. This time is ticking down for the Southland side. It's Patualu. Kicks long. Down to Porter. With a good exit up to the Otago 10-metre line. Kempton to throw. And the tail disrupted again by Otago. Brock again, chopped down by Josh Evans. Take a carry up towards the halfway line. Throw it again. Thumps it towards the Southland halfway. Patuawa makes a break. What a try to back flick there, did he? Should be Southland ball though.
I filmed that whole thing so you can
On
have
the
a
Southland side of halfway. Yeah, just the old backflip straight to Sam McCormick. Probably couldn't have done much else from there, to be fair, so... Well, then keep the throw. Shorten the line out. Down to Rutledge. Takes it. Kempton peels around. Harvey on the carry in that. Taking the tail of that line out. Hands is south on the building. Evans waiting to carry. Pass just a little bit behind him. Evans resets. Lockie Stevens out the back. Patuawa. Entertain Harvey. Rugby chopped down. Might have been Sam McCormick again. O'Connell out to Stevens. Patuawa at the back. Not the best pass. Might work out okay. Southland carry up to the 22. Hemi Romolna. Carry. Southland penalty advantage. You can have a crack. Josh Evans carrying again up towards the 22. Fakava makes a tackle. Southland balls become a wee bit disconnected. Southland with the penalty. They want to be moving quickly here. Punch it in the corner. See if we can get that maul to work again. It's a good kick. 7 out, 8 out, 9 out. Ramona at the front, takes it. Southland again, they funneled the ball to the back. This is a good set. Keep this in as long as it's moving forward. Well, they're inching forward. Might have a try here, Southland, if they can just get that last little shunt. Ball coming back to O'Connell. Harvey, Patuawa, cross kick. It was on, just the execution was slightly off. Southland retained possession, however. Corner of the line, Amaziah Mitchell. He's been busy since moving into the midfield in particular. O'Connell flashed it back wide to Kempton. Back blind, sorry. Target looking to disrupt. Southland make it bust up to the 5. Amaziah Mitchell off the back fence there. Otago might have that, however. Hands on the ground ruled. Kempton last pass. Southland in for a try. Setting us up for a grandstand finish here. Pass from O'Connell. Kempton sucked in the last man for Carver, I think it was. Important kick here for Southland. You kick this, obviously, you're within penalty distance. Or penalty wins you the game, sorry. If not, they've shown they're capable of getting down there and scoring.
Tell all the boys to go deep and just do not switch off now.
And Patuawa drills it to make it 31-33 with less than 3 minutes to go. Grandstand finish in our first game at Rugby Park. Otago. They'll look to kick deep here and make Southland make a decision whether they want to run it out or they're happy to kick it and play from there. Zambazai Mitchell carries up strong again. Sort of numbers here. Tane Harvey. He's Whakaava. Finn. Oh, Southland isolated now. Do we got to clear out. Geordie O'Connell has a quick snipe blind and then Hemi Raimona carries into the midfield. Patoawa. Inside ball to Kempton. Southland building. Raimona again. Southland working their way up to the 10-metre line. Kempton again. Otago getting very close to winning a breakdown penalty. Lockie Stevens, who's had an immense second half. O'Connell out to Harvey. Carries. Otago cannot afford to give away a penalty here. We've got a minute to go here at Rugby Park. Southland carry again into the midfield. 35 metres out. Great tip there. Needs to hold his feet though. That should be a penalty. Otago is a penalty. Otago. Otago got 50 seconds now to close out this game. Just got slightly isolated following that tip. Young Ryan Palmer getting slightly isolated. And it was Matt Brock who got the steal, the Otago captain. He's already got a couple of tries today. And that was probably his most important act of the game. Otago, 30 seconds. Both sides have emptied their tanks here today, and as captain Matt Brock comes off. Southland just, Otago will maul it up. As I think Lockie Stevens has got his hands on that again. Oh, Southland are going to get one last shot at this. I'm not too sure how Otago let that happen again. Lockie Stevens just swum on through like he did in the 22 about 10 minutes ago. Holds it up. Southland get one last crack at Otago here. Oh, they should have closed it out from there, Otago, but... Good clearance from Geordie O'Connell with that scrum going backwards as Patoawa draws it in. Southland up to the Otago 10-metre line. Rutledge carrying strong into the midfield. Otago working hard at that breakdown. It's Rico Fisher carries into the couple of Otago bodies. Rutledge again carries hard. Otago resolute in defence. Harvey out to Palmer. Connell out to Harvey. Harvey with the bust. Harvey makes a bust. 5 out from the 22. O'Connell out to Stevens. O'Connell out to Patoawa. Southland have some space out here. Evans. Oh.
Yeah, boy! Go, boy!
Southland score! Southland win! I think that might be the first time Southland 19's a bit Otago 19 since there's this tournament format. What a stunning try that was. The way in and away. Shrugs off two. Shrugs off a third. Southland are the victors. I'd say the manager at Southland, Ben McCurch, will be having a couple of beers tonight, looking at how he's pacing up and down the sideline. That's a superb game of under-19s rugby. Otago will be gutted after that. They dominate the first half. Possibly could have had a couple more tries in the first half, but Southland didn't chuck in the towel. Aimed up and came home with a pretty special performance in the second half. They'll be absolutely wrapped. There's Patuawa. So he struck that all right. Misses. Final score 36-33 Southland. A really good game of rugby. A lot of ebbs and flows there. Southland will be ecstatic with that win. Pretty big effort not to chuck the towel in. Otago looked superb in that first half. But yeah, I'm guessing Southland got a pretty good rev up, and whatever their coaching panel told them at halftime, they did, and they executed it really well. So Southland will be bloody proud. Otago will be pretty gutted, but it was a hell of a game of footy. And it